I'm about to make you feel so much better about the lighting in the end of your last video with the bullshit I'm about to pull. It is Saturday night. Actually, I guess it is Sunday morning. You just posted your video and it's like 2:30. I'm in the East Coast though. Hallie's on West Coast time. I got off work super late today. We had a 32 top come in 20 minutes before close. They were like 60% screaming kids and 40% really pushy, rude, entitled adults. They were in town for like a local youth soccer thing, and oh my gosh, those kids were so hyped up, screaming the entire time. Oh my god. I took a snap of it. I should include the snap in this video if there's some way for me to do that. So I came home around 11:30 and I sat on the couch and tried to get my ears to stop ringing, and I haven't been able to get up since. So here we are. But anyway, initial reactions to your video. I really liked what you were saying about like imagining people complexly in terms of like their journey that they have gone through to get where they are. I do think that idea of imagining people complexly is something that has had a pretty profound impact on the way that I treat other people in my daily life. But I never really thought about it like that before. We definitely do project competency onto other people, but no one knows what the heck we're doing. I had a big history project this year and I had to drive down to the National Archives. I was doing research on this newspaper called the Stars and Stripes, which was started in World War I as a newspaper for the American Expeditionary Forces. One of the major things that I took away from looking through those documents is just like how confused everybody was. During World War I, which was the period I was looking at, the United States military was still trying to figure itself out. This is the first time it was ever like a national army of citizen soldiers. They had never done that before. There was a lot of like awkward moments of people trying to figure stuff out. We see these big organizations like the United States government and the military as these institutions that were like handed down from God, but they were built by flawed, ambitious, confused people. And I think we see the competencies of other people in the same way. It's handed down from God instead of, built and earned. I'm building the competency that future me is going to have. I am freaking earning it. And other people have too, and they should get props for that. And they should get respect. Like your professors. That's why they get the respect that they do, is because they have earned that. And that's why teachers get the respect that they have from people like me. I look up to them. I trust them because they have earned the position and skill that they have. I think the mental training that Peter was talking about, of training yourself to understand the effects of your actions on the people around you, I think that having that algorithm of thought ingrained in you is a really important thing if you're going to try to take on the mental burden that you were talking about. But it gets harder when the effects of your actions get further away from you, like leaving a pile of dirty dishes in the sink or clogging the toilet and not doing anything about it. If you share a toilet or a kitchen with someone else, it's going to be an inconvenience for someone that you're going to have to directly face. Whereas if you're inconveniencing a phosphate miner on the other side of the globe, you're never going to meet that phosphate miner, and you're a very small part in a very big problem. If you clog the toilet and leave it there, you're playing a very big part in a relatively small problem, or a big problem depending on the size of it. I'm talking about the size of the poop. And I can understand how it would feel like a much bigger burden once you understand the extent of its reach, like scientifically. Like there are a lot of things about the environment and the chemical composition of the stuff that I use that I just don't understand. So I don't know where it comes from. I don't know who makes it. I don't ask, because it makes me uncomfortable. And it's discouraging to think about too, working in a restaurant now, because the amount of stuff that we waste every single day is, oh my god, it's horrifying. And that's just one small restaurant in one town. It makes me feel very small, and it makes the choices that I make seem insignificant. Thinking like this is tough and confusing, but it gets less confusing as you learn more, and less tough as you get into the habit of that checking the lint trap way of thinking. We've been gardening. Oh no, it's too bright. I need sunglasses. Yeah, that's better. Oh wait, I need a bag. Okay, now I'm all set. I feel like it's kind of a rite of passage of adulthood, realizing that you've been born into such a big and complicated world and are by default a participant in so many shitty systems that the people before you built and perpetuated. How do you acknowledge responsibility for something that you didn't build with your own hands, but your hands are now responsible for maintaining? I don't know, it's tough. It's like there's just, the world is so big and there's just so much of it and there's so many things to think about, and that's why that mental energy is important. Ooh, I want to sit on this boulder. This is a nice boulder. It's tough and complicated. Hi, Joey. All right. This is my dog. Look how pretty she is. Oh my God, I love her. Gross. She licks her own butt. I don't remember these trees being here, and I'm kind of freaked out. I've lived here for like 10 years. I'm gonna go take my dog inside and we're gonna have a Sprite. I'm gonna have a Sprite and she's gonna have some water, and I will recycle the can, I promise. I just watched your video one more time, and I wanted to say before I go to bed that in the beginning you mentioned something written by the Kronk Feminist Collective, and I'm not sure how that's spelled, and I'm not looking it up because the first thing that came to my head is Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove. And I'm really enjoying picturing his feminist collective. I think he really liked baking. I should watch that movie again. He like made friends with a squirrel.